In the updated version of Blackboard Learn that we will begin using in the fall of 2012, courses with multiple sections merged into a single Learn course will be handled a little bit differently. Now, most of the difference is done completely on my end, the creation of the courses, the merging of the courses into a single course. As you can see here, where I'm logged in as an administrator, what I will do is create an individual course for each one of the sections that you teach of a given course. So for example, if you teach Soc 215 and you have 3 online sections, there will be a Soc 215 701 course, Soc 215 702 course, Soc 215 703 course. Students will be enrolled into the appropriate section of the Soc 215 course. What you will see, however, is the merged course. It will look almost indistinguishable from what you're used to when you've done merged courses before. What I will do is create the merged course and merge the enrollments of the individual sections into the merged course. Then I will load the content that you asked to be loaded into your working course. Whether it's a copy of a prior course or a new course cartridge, you will find that in the merged course section. And that will have a name like Soc 215, Section 701, 702, 703, Fall 2012, just like it has in the past. Let's take a look at the merged course from an instructor point of view. Here I am logged into Learn as LCC Designer, which I loaded as the instructor of the merged course. Normally you won't see any of the child courses. You will be listed as the instructor for the merged course only. Let's take a look at the child course first so you can see why that is. In this case, Test Course 2 is a child course. Notice that there's nothing that I can do here. Go to the Grade Center. I can see the student listed there, but there's nothing but a total score. And in fact, there's no entry in that total score. Remember that when we look at the actual merged course Grade Center. If you look at the course menu, I can't add anything to that menu. I can't add a content area. I can't add a test. There's nothing that I can do in this course whatsoever. So what I need to do is work in the master course. And in fact, it tells me you need to work in the master course. So I'm just going to click on that link to go to the master course. And you can see this looks a little more familiar. You have your build content, your assessments, your tools, all of those links. You have the ability to add things to your course menu. In fact, I'm going to add a tool link to the gradebook. I'm going to go back to my child course, and you can see even that change doesn't show up here. Go back to my master course. So you're not even going to have access to the child courses. That'll just confuse things. You'll have access to the merged course. Any change that you make in the merged course will become available to students in the appropriate child course. Let's look at the Grade Center in the merged course. Here's the full Grade Center. So you can see I have Guest 1, Guest 2, Guest 3. I'm going to scroll over, and you'll see a column called Child Course ID, TC1, TC2, TC3. Well, that's just my test courses. Yours will look like, Soc 215-701-FA12, Soc 215-702-FA12, etc. But that way you'll be able to tell which section, 701, 702, or 703, your student actually resides in. This will make it much easier when you are doing grades at the end of the course. It's also easier to check your rosters to see if they've been attending the course. It's easier to check for early alerts. All of these things are easier because now you can actually tell which section the student is registered for. Now you'll notice that there are grades in the total column. There are also grades in the test assignment because I've actually played with this and graded things. All of the work that you do will be done in this merged course. All of the work that students do in their individual child courses gets merged into this Grade Center. So any grade that you enter here will go back into their gradebook in their individual courses. Let's take a look at this from a student point of view. So here I am logged in as a student. I'm going to go to Test Course 1. Notice it doesn't say merged course, but it says the individual child section. So this would be like Soc 215, Section 701, Fall 2012. If I come in as a student, I see the content that was available in the merged course. Notice that the gradebook link is there. I can go to my gradebook. I'll see the grades that were entered in the grade center of the merged course, even though what I see is my individual section. If I go to content, I'll see the content that was added in the merged course. I can see discussions from merged course, and I'll see my grades from the merged course. So remember, when I went into the individual child section, there were no grades in the grade center, only in the merged course section. Here, the student sees their individual section, but their grades are from the merged course. So as a student, I'm just going to come into my test assignment, and I'm going to spend a lot of time thinking about my answer here, and then I'll submit it. Click OK. Now let me log in again as the instructor. I'll go into the merged course, go to my grade center, and you can see now that there is an assignment that needs to be graded. So the work that the student did in the individual child course goes into the gradebook in the full grade center. I can come in here, view the attempt. Oh, that's some fine work there. So now that grade has been entered in the gradebook and the total is calculated. All of that will go back into the individual gradebook for the students. So again, students will be registered into individual sections, and then the enrollments for those sections will be merged into one main course that you will work in for all of your content, for all of your grading, any other work that you need to do in the course. You won't even see the individual child courses. The only one you will see is the main course. This will make it easier for us on a technical support end, as well as for you when you're doing your grades, because it will be much easier to tell which section the student is actually enrolled in.